Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Lüning, Horst Lüning. I'm the master taster of Whisky.com, and this is my son Ben, and together we have to celebrate 50k followers on YouTube.
Yeah, so kind of half play button, right?
Yeah. And because we have something to celebrate, we got a bottle here for tasting, and I suggested I would have a few drams, or very small few drams, from my Black Bowmore bottle. This is still there, 60% in it left. But my wife said, well, take this one, Springbank first filled sherry cask, vintage 1993.
Wow.
And this was the year we started in the whiskey business. And so it's 25 years. It was bottled in 2018. 25 years first filled sherry cask from the Springbank Distillery. And I still have something in my glass. So you get another one. And it's cask strength. And the bottle might be worth $1,000 dollars, pounds.
So it's not colored, huh?
It's not. No, Springbank does not color.
But it's a original 25-year-old sherry cask.
Single cask.
Single cask, single sherry. So
Yeah,
it's just a sherry cask.
And cask strength.
Cask strength, okay.
57.7, I think. Yeah, 57.7. And I got some left, so this is diluted already. And it's a wonderful, massive, oaky, sherry-laden single malt whiskey. So most of it is sherry and the dark oxidized fruits. So the Springbank character is not really there.
Yeah, it's really a heavy cask. So you have a lot of oak. So the overwhelming majority of taste is the oak, and it has lovely dark fruits in it, and the oak is just it's just very damp and very subtle. Not subtle, damp, smooth, intense, that kind of way.
So I had a sip a few minutes ago, and now there's some caramel and vanilla showing through. In the beginning it was just oak, oakiness. And now there's vanilla and caramel as well. And very far behind, some fruitiness probably from Springbank, but most of it is the cask. Yeah.
Cheers.
Very, very intense on the tongue, giving spiciness on the tongue, but fruitiness, dark fruitiness as well, and the spiciness is running over my tongue. But in the start, there's no bitterness at all. So this is for this hefty, long sherry cask, which is European oak, definitely. So the intensity is that strong. So it's not bitter.
I would say it must be a first fill a lot also. Well, first fill, yeah, a lot also.
From the color, of course.
Definitely. The thing is, if I'd had it in a blind tasting, I would have said, yeah, that's a 40-year-old or 50-year-old. I don't know, but it's just there's so much oak, there's so much maturity, there's so much dark fruits, and there's a good amount of bitterness, but not one of these intense bitternesses, but one of the more blatant business.
So after you swallowed, just some time afterwards, there's some bitterness appearing, but it's not disturbing. It's okay. So today we have to celebrate. We have to celebrate 50,000 followers, and thank you for that. And we have 1,500, close to 1,500 videos online, and we started with the channel on December the 7th, 2013. So we're now more than 5 years on the channel, and growth is good. It's really good. So we expect to outrun our German channel very soon.
Yep.
And we have already 11 million views on the
Oh,
channel.
that's quite a lot.
That's quite a lot. It's an average of more than 7,000 views per video. So there are the normal new whiskies where we see a few thousand, 3,000, 4,000 videos, but the distillery videos where you walk through the distillery and talk to people through the distillery, they are running a lot better. And we have the live videos, which do not have that many viewers in the moment of the live feed, but afterwards they're running very, very well.
Yeah, they're running well.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you started the channel in 2013. I think I joined in
2014,
14 or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. But really, wasn't it 2000? Yeah, I started mildly in 2014, and my first really contribution to the channel was in 2015 with the tour to America. With all the American whiskey distilleries from Tennessee to Kentucky, all the Kentucky Bourbon Trail, and then up to Koval in Chicago, and then to Canada, and even back to Calgary, which I didn't think I filmed there or anything. And so yeah, I contributed with a few new formats, like the distillery videos where I went in front of the camera, and this is kind of still my main thing that I contribute to the channel, because my goal there is to just visit all the distilleries and capture it all
And get knowledge.
And get knowledge. And back in the days of what is it, Alfred Bernard?
Yeah.
He went to all the distilleries and he wrote everything down.
1887, I think.
Yeah, something like that. And he was the guy who wrote everything down. You were the guy who traveled around and took pictures of everything, analog at the beginning, then you went to digital. And for me, it's now just captured on film, because it just...
No, not film, on digital film.
Digital film, but in a movie or in a YouTube, in a video, so you can actually see how it's produced and hear what is being taught. So you have like the text and the picture together to form a nice video. Not quite sure what you're gonna do in the future to get even closer to the distillery, but so I developed that, and my last tour was a three-man team. At the beginning, it was only me, and a friend was like, "Hey, you want a plane ticket to America?" And I pay for all of the expenses, but you have to carry my cameras. And so he got two cameras, one tripod and the other one like a DSLR. And so he ran around like a little one-man army, filmed everything. It was not that great. I mean, he is good in filming, but I just exhausted him, let's say it that way. And now I have a cameraman, which is producing the video, and
so he's a professional.
He's a professional. I'll pay him actually, not just the plane ticket. And then I have someone who's taking the photos. She's not a professional, but she's like a semi-professional, like enthusiastic amateur. Pictures are pretty good as well. So he can really focus on the video, and we have a slider and we have a drone, and we really think about a bit of an introduction, not just, hey, we're standing here and this is like, what's the name of the distillery? But it's a bit of a background story, a bit of about the environment there, and something to lead into, just a bit more of a professional documentary. So kind of that.
If you have... if you guess how we divide the whiskeys between us for tasting, so typically the one who visited the distillery takes the video on himself. So I at my studio, you here on this studio, and the important whiskeys we taste both, because then you have the better judgment. So if you have a whiskey at home, which I'm tasting here, one of those 1,500 videos, then you can say, well, I'm tasting this, I'm tasting that. But in this case, I'm not satisfied with that what he said. So you can say, well, I'm 60, 70, 80%, 90% in parallel with me during the tasting, and then you can decide, well, he tasted that bottle and I can buy it somewhere, so I know what is in that bottle before. So this is the main reason why taking these tasting videos, letting you know how the whiskey tastes in that bottle, and you're able to judge it before you buy it. This is the main advantage of that. And the next thing is having videos together, some funny videos, some live streams, and also some explaining videos. And then you have a new format which you introduced a year ago.
I think it's even more than a year now.
Yeah. So
It's the Whisky.com news. And yeah, it's just a news weekly show or weekly stream.
you're very keen on that, so you're up to date every Monday.
Every Monday, 11 o'clock in the morning, or 10 o'clock in the morning, I do the thing, and it's going out 2 a.m. in the morning. So 2 a.m. is kind of focused on the new continent in America, because the majority of viewership is there, and the other ones are getting it in the morning. So so this is going pretty well, and I have to say the news are catching up to the what do you call it, the views of the German channel. Yeah, they're pretty much catching up right now.
So you're keeping them quite short, 15, 20 seconds per news?
Yeah, depends on how much to say. It's just the rule for YouTube back in the days was every video has to be 3 minutes. 3 minutes is the perfect timing. And then everybody was like, you have to go 7 minutes, and then everybody goes 7 minutes, and then it goes 10 minutes. But the thing is, when you listen to Google, they actually said now how long does a video have to be, and they said it's all about watch time and how much people engage. So if you have something interesting to say, keep talking. If you don't have anything interesting to say, stop talking. So keep your videos interesting. If you don't find anything interesting to say, stop. So the news are pretty much same length, like 7 to 10 minutes. But in some weeks, there's just nothing happening, and yeah.
Perhaps you should take one day off.
I want to keep it, even if I have just 1 or 2 stories that are just bland. But I just want to give the people the knowledge. Yeah, we're still there.
Okay. So what's coming up next? I think we're spreading a little bit the live view over to Facebook, Twitch, other platforms.
Yeah, next live video on the 26th of July. We want to spread a bit out. Usually we just go to YouTube because we have the OBS setting, and then we go to YouTube. And now we have the caster.io, so we can stream to various platforms. And I said to myself, okay, let's do Facebook, let's do Twitch. I wanted to do Instagram, but it's not possible. They don't accept the Caster.io stream. They only accept mobile phone.
So we have a huge computer here. It's a Intel 9900, so it's very up the ladder. And we have 4K digitizing or grabber cards, and we're able to feed several YouTube channels immediately. When we had that guy, Dr. Don from Canada, via internet from Winchester, Ontario, I think.
Windsor.
Windsor. Here, so we had one picture of him from the internet up to here, and then one video of you and a presentation, and we have an employee sitting at the computer and switching over. So wonderful new big equipment. It looks a little bit messy here with the 3 cameras and all the wirings, but
there's a lot of wiring.
But I was in the the mainstream media. Was invited for 10 years running into the business, and so I looked in the studio, looked up. It was a mess. It's just here. This is what counts. What the camera sees. The rest is.
It's not that bad.
Not in the moment. Yeah.
It's not that bad. Yeah, but the thing is, what the studio evolved a bit. I had a tripod in the beginning, and then I wanted to have side cameras, and then I thought, okay, everything has to go on top. Everything has to go to the ceiling
You're
because
falling over there.
if you'd have everything
lines.
on tripods, you couldn't move. You just couldn't move. The thing is, the only camera that is not on a tripod is the main camera, but that's because the main camera has also 4 screens attached to it, so we can see what we are doing, what the stream is up to, chat, and all the other stuff for Dr. Don Livermore on the left bottom. And so this is the only thing that has to be on the bottom. And it kind of divides the room because you can't walk near the main camera.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I think we're through. This is a excellent bottle. I think it's too good to give it away. We have to keep it and have some very little drams from year to year. Yeah. So we're looking forward to 100,000 to a play button.
yeah, I hope it what was it now? It's 2019 now, and we started around 2014.
Yeah.
So it's about
5 years.
5 years.
But it's
so,
not linear.
So maybe we can get the play button in like 3.5 years,
Probably
4 years. So yeah, keep being subscribed. Tell your friends.
2022
20. Yeah, 22.
should be possible.
23 maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
So
We have to
hopefully-
try hard.
We have to try hard.
Attract
So
more.
if you have any ideas what you'd like to see in the videos, what you'd like to watch more, then just feel free to write it in the comments. And if it's possible for us, then we will surely do the suggestions. But yeah, if there's something, I don't know, something extraordinary that you just can't achieve, then we will not do it. Okay.
We try.
Yeah. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very, very, very much for being subscribed to us. Thank you very much for 50,000 subscribers, and see you next time.